Hello guys, StoneMan Hampe here. Shifu, as always guys. I'm coming at you guys right now with a Diablo video. I know I haven't made a video in a while, and I apologize. I've been up to a lot of things, and just a lot of work and trying to get things done. But anyways, I don't want to make this video, really super long, because I want you guys to keep your interest. So here's what I'm going over today, guys. I'm going over a witch doctor build that I've seen around on the internet, and I wanted to try, and I wanted to get the word out there, and so you guys could see for yourselves and see what you like. Okay, so obviously here's my level 70 witch doctor. I'm a paragon 150. Here is my gear. Please ignore my messy inventory, and I am one broke son of a bitch. Anyways, guys, so here's my character. Let me just show you what I got here. So here's the visage of Gia? Is that how you say that name? I don't know. This isn't the best helmet in the world. Right now I'm going for a Carnival because I'm trying to build a poison fetish witch doctor build. And as I should previously say, this is a poison witch doctor build I'm currently running. So obviously, here's my build, and I'll show you guys my abilities in just a few minutes. So here's my helmet. It's pretty good. The crit could be a little higher, and the acid cloud could be a little higher. But, fetishes are pretty badass, so why the hell not? I'm rocking a Vile Ward right now. Once again, guys, this is just what I've come across. I don't claim to have the best gear in the game. I don't claim to even know what I'm talking about. I just want to show you guys what I'm rocking right now. Yeah, so here's my necklace. This is actually supposed to be, like, best in slot. For witch doctors right now. The crit damage is 82%, but after like 20 unsuccessful rerolls, this is what we got, and I'm leaving at it for right now. Here are my gloves. They're pretty cool. I pretty much rolled the trifecta on these. I got the crit hit, I got the crit hit damage, and I got the attack speed. And the int isn't too bad either, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no. Okay, so I'm just barely over the minimal intellect. It could have been a lot higher. Would have been nice, but not too shabby. Here's my chest. This chest it's actually saved my ass quite a few times. That orange text right there has saved my life quite a few times, and I'm actually still waiting on something different. I'm just not exactly sure what I'm getting yet. Here's the Hellcat waistguard, which is pretty cool because it's actually a belt that has attack speed, and yeah, I did roll 14% life. I'm pretty sure I can't really re-roll anything on this, so that's probably why I went with the life on this bad boy. I'm trying to get the witching hour, but I just cannot seem to get one to roll at all. Here are my bracers. Poison skills deal 18% more damage, and the chance on being hit to deal 1,000% of your thorns is pretty crazy. I do have the ideal gloves for a witch doctor. They're right here, but as you see, they're a pretty big loss for me. But they restore 30%, almost 30% of your primary resource. I mean, these bracers are pretty legit. I'm holding on to them because, well, you never know. Here's my ring. I don't even know if I went over my rings, but it's not a bad ring. I pretty much haven't found anything that I can replace with it yet, so I'm stuck with this bad boy. It's pretty good. The int, invite, and the crit hit damage and crit hit chance is pretty cool. And the gold, obviously, is always nice. Now, here's this ring. This ring's pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of this ring. Pretty good stats. Once again, the int could be a little higher. Crit rolled max. The crit hit damage rolled max. And crit hit chance, I'm one off for max. I don't really care about that. The thorns isn't too bad, and the bonus experience is always nice. And it's nice because the thorns actually works well with my bracers. So I'll show you guys my stats in a few seconds. So here's my pants, guys. These are a pretty big deal for my character. I mean, once again, the 20% damage is really what you want to go for. I mean, if you're rocking a poison doctor, these pants are pretty much a must. Here's my weapon, guys. Now, I was pretty lucky. I had a different weapon. I actually just got this the other day. It's a pretty decent, a knife. I really want a Thunder Fury. I just have not seen one. Everyone keeps telling me to go for Thunder Fury, but like I said, hopefully down the line. I don't really use Grasp of the Dead or Rain of Corpses, so I'm kind of screwed out on that. But I mean, overall, the general damage of this weapon is pretty fantastic, so gotta love it. These are my boots. These are not the greatest boots. Let's be honest. There's a lot of boots out there that are a lot better than these. But once again, still not a bad pair of boots. They get the job done, and I really can't complain about them. Once again, guys, the acid cloud, and you gotta have movement speed. Movement speed's amazing. And every witch doctor needs a mojo. I mean, the Thing of the Deep, sorry. Every Witch Doctor needs one of these bad boys. I mean, if you look right there, I mean, you get the 20-yard pickup. It's ridiculous. I mean, come on, 20 yards. And it actually helps a lot with this build, which is what I'm going to go over with you in a minute. And I actually got lucky. I re-rolled and got Acid Cloud because this thing can re-roll into a million different things. So I got really lucky that I got that. But overall, a pretty good Witch Doctor. I could have re-rolled the damage. Could have been a little higher, I believe. Yeah. I mean, overall, you know, it's a pretty decent mojo, so I'm pretty happy. So yeah, guys, my gear is pretty okay. My sheet damage right now is 960. My toughness, guys, the big thing about my character right now is my toughness blows. I have 251,000 health. That is god awful. Let me just be honest with you guys right there. I get one shot on Torment 1. I get one shot on Torment 3. I get one shot on Torment 4 all the time. I'm pretty much like a glass cannon. But you know, this is what are you gonna do right now. My health is extremely low, but I have some pretty decent damage for right now. So I'd like to still improve my gear and other stuff. So here are my stats, guys. I'm trying to keep a 1 to 10 crit to critical hit chance damage ratio. So I got 54% crit. I got 400 and almost 40% crit hit damage, and my area damage is also 40% as well. And for this poison build, obviously you're gonna want area damage. So here's my defense, guys. Once again, my defense is shitty. My resistances are pretty good, but once again, I'm an int character, and I'm fairly certain that resistance is raised with int anyways. So that's just how it looks. My maximum life, like I said, is garbage. My life's absolute garbage. I have no life steal. My life per hit is 825. Could be a lot higher. My maximum mana is pretty high thanks to was it my mojo, obviously 132 maximum mana. It's pretty nice, which means I can spam more corpse bombs. And here's my adventure. I got 25% movement speed. My gold's increased by 329. Magic Defiance 0. Bonus experience. This was it 328.0. Bonus experience per life. Blah blah blah. Okay, so here's my build, guys. Right now I'm rocking Acid Cloud. I mean, it's Acid Cloud. Let's be real here. The whole idea of this build is centered right around this #1 move right here, and it looks pretty badass. I mean, come on. And the cool part about it is that you can spam this spell. You know, it's very mana heavy though. That's the only thing. So I have Corpse Bomb here, and I'm rocking. Obviously, it's gonna be your Acid Cloud. I'm rocking the Corpse Bomb. Here's my 2 Soul Harvest. I use the Vengeful Spirit rune on it. So if you guys don't know what Soul Harvest is, feed on Life Force to 5 enemies within 60 yards. You gain 2 intelligence for every enemy affected. Stacks up to 5 times. Lasts 30 seconds. Okay, cool, fantastic. But my my rune gives 630% weapon damage as physical, which you know, it crits pretty hard. So I can't really complain. Here's Big Bad Voodoo, guys. I use Rain Dance. It restores 250 mana per second. Once again, I said this build is very mana heavy. So when you pop Big Bad Voodoo, your mana is gonna go. You'll never run which is really nice. If you run there's a really big problem. And Big Bad Voodoo, everyone gets their attack speed and movement speed increased by 20%, which is amazing. I mean, there's a lot of other. There's a lot of people go Slam Dance, increase damage all nearby allies by 30%. I'm using Rain Dance. I mean, I'd rather have the mana restore. That's just my opinion. But if I had to switch it up, I would definitely go with Slam Dance. I mean, 30% damage is insane. My 4th is Piranha. I mean, I don't really care for the damage of piranhas. I mean, that's not the reason why I have this spell. But Piranha, you know, you use it for its CC bonus. So you're gonna use your 4, and it's gonna suck everything up, and you're gonna just Acid Cloud on top of it. Now for my 1, Spirit Barrage. There's always a lot of confusion why I use Spirit Barrage. No, I don't run a cold build. I don't do any of that. I use it primarily for the mana regain. You guys can see my mana bar here. I will never run with this spell. It'll actually restore mana. So if I'm busting out a lot of corpse, you see how my mana's running low because I was just casting Spirit Barrage. So as you'll see, the more I use it because of my passives, it'll go right back up. I mean, It really can't be beat. So, but my rune here is Well of Souls, so it uses it shoots out an additional 3 cool little spirit things. And my right click is going to be my Spirit Walk with Honored Guest. So Spirit Walk, you leave your physical body, enter the spirit realm for 2 seconds. While in the realm, your movement speed is unhindered. You link the spirit realm. Your physical body sustains 50% of your maximum life and damage. So pretty good. It's very great for survivability. Not only that, but with my Honored Guest rune, I get 20% of my maximum mana back, which is nice. So I could be using this. I'll be spamming my Acid Cloud where it's like, oh, my mana's going down. Boom. Get it all back from Spirit Walk. And once again, you pop this, your Big Bad Voodoo, and I will never I will never which is fantastic. So you guys get the point with that. Now, one of the cool things is about this, when you go Acid Cloud, sometimes I go Acid Rain if I'm clearing T1 rifts with my buddies. Just get that, area effect and just unload on people. Now, so here are my passive skills. I use Gruesome Feast. When you're healed by Health Globe, you gain 10% of your maximum mana and 10% intelligence for 15 seconds. It stacks up to 5 times. Guys, Gruesome Feast with Soul Harvest. That's 10 stacks of awesomeness. My sheet damage right now is 960k. It will go up to 1.5 million with that. So I mean, that's a lot of damage you're missing out if you don't get that. For this build, once again guys, this is my build. Grave Injustice, you gain 1% of your maximum life and mana and reduce the cooldowns all your skills by 1 second when an enemy dies within 20 yards, guys. And because you need spells like Big Bad Voodoo, or you even need a Piranha coming up quick, or maybe your Soul Harvest, maybe you Soul Harvest on 2 enemies. And you need to come back quicker than 15 seconds. You can do that and then run and hit the 5. Obviously, Acid Cloud really has no global cooldown, Spirit Barrage, but you really want your Spirit Walk up as fast as possible because, once again, you are going to a lot with this build. Rush Essence, Spirit Spells return 100% mana over 10 seconds, guys. This is where my Spirit Barrage comes into play. That's why I can never is because of Rush of Essence. Once again, I can spam this spell all freaking day, and I'll never because of it. My last passive is Blood Ritual. 10% of mana costs are paid in life. In addition, you generate 1% maximum life per second. There's a lot of other things you could do with this build, with that last one. I just took Blood Ritual because, once again, very mana heavy, reliant build. And why not, really? I mean, there's other things you can do. A lot of other passives, guys. It's really just your choice and what you want to do. So yeah, this is my build, guys. Oh, and I'll show you my Paragon points. I don't have very many Paragon points. I'm only a Paragon 150 rather. There's a lot of other guys out there with much higher Paragon points than me. But here's what I got right now. Is movement speed. I'd assume after I max out movement speed, I'm going straight into intelligence. There's really no question about it. Here's my offensive spells. I have most of my points in crit hit damage. I'm trying to beef out as much damage as I can possibly get. And here's my attack speed, guys. I don't know why I have points in there. I think I was probably just messing around. But what I want to do is I want to go crit hit damage into attack speed. I don't need cooldown reduction, and I don't really need crit hit chance because my crit's already 52% as it is. So here's my defense, guys. I have all my points into resist all. I mean, when you're farming the higher levels of Torment, that's what you want. You want higher resistance. Then I'd probably go into life or armor afterwards. I'm not too sure. Probably life, because obviously my life is so bad. Here's my utility, guys. I have most of it in area damage, guys. Area damage is OP. I don't know how to be even more frank about this. Area damage is OP. It's ridiculous. I got a buddy that just stacks it on his Fire Mage, and it just does insane amount of damage. If I were you, I'd put all your points to area damage first, and then go into life on hit. Once again, I goof around with a lot of my builds and experiment and try things out. So there we go. Life on hit should be second to area damage. That's just my opinion. So I'm gonna test this build out, and let's see what we can get. If we can get a couple minutes. Do I have any? Oh, we do. Okay, so let's go check this out, guys. Hopefully I don't die and humiliate myself. Okay, so here we go, guys. So we're just going to run through, and I'm going to do exactly what I told you guys that I would do. So let's get some Spirit Barrage up. So I'm going to throw my Piranha down. Boom. Let's get the damage out. These things aren't going to stand a chance against me. And we're running in. Soul Harvest. See that 5 stacks? Ooh, the lag. So see, my damage is over 1 million now, and I only have 1 stack of Gruesome Feast. So I'm at 1.1 million. Oh, so I just went in a complete circle. Sorry about that. And once again, I'm not clearing this as fast as I normally would when I'm by myself. I just want to show you guys, you know, what this build can do. And once again, I do have low life, so even on low tournament levels, I can still get my butt kicked. Always got to be careful. And then you spam your 1. I really like that Carnival because Poison Fetish build just seems crazy amount of fun. Maybe one day Kadala will drop it for me. I mean, Tournament 1's pretty easy, especially with this damage output that I have right now. I could probably pretty much kill everything with just Spirit Barrage. But just, you know, the only thing is that like a lot of like I said, I rock Acid Cloud, sometimes just regular Acid Cloud. Sure, you know, it just doesn't do as much damage, but the range on it's insane. So when you're with like 3 of your buddies and you're just trying to clear tournament rifts really fast, it's pretty good. But this build can pretty much lives up to, you know, whatever I would need it to. I can solo pretty much, I think up to tournament 4 right now. Oops, that's if I don't die from being one shot, which is, you know, once in a while it does happen. Let me see if I can find a boss for you guys, and I'll show you what this build can really do. So we dropped the Prononado, go into a Spirit Walk. There we go. I'm gonna drop the Prononado right on myself and just start AoEing. And see how far that range picked up? That was from the Horror of the Deep Mojo offhand. You can get that off Kadala. Like I said, it is a must-have. And I might as well tell you guys the only problem I do have with this build, and it's the problem I hate the most, is that I'll be using Acid Cloud and I'll try to hit around corners. And sometimes Acid Cloud doesn't want to go around corners. You know? It has its own mind sometimes. Oh, there's a boss. I can see some lava spewing up. Alright, hopefully I don't humiliate myself, because I'm dying to archers right now. Alright, hold on, wait for my health to go back up. Shut up. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's not a boss. I know what lava and bosses are. Oh, I just zoomed in. Okay. Man, they really don't want to give me a boss for you guys. Yeah, and I'm using a Naga, guys, also, and sometimes it doesn't work that great either. I'd rather just use keybinds, so I'm just so used to using the Naga right now. Come on, bossy, 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 bossy. Oh, stand in the fire. Yeah, guys, see the mana is just, it's really heavily draining this build. They like standing in fire. They wouldn't be very good at World of Warcraft. Run through. And the Prononado will not work on larger enemies. Obviously, it doesn't work on the Death Maidens. Aw. Come on, boss. Give me the boss. Give me the boss. Oh, here's a badass chest. Okay, I'm just gonna run past these guys. Trying to find a boss. Trying to find a... Trying to find a boss. Not finding a boss. Alright, so here's my DPS with Big Bad Voodoo up. The only problem is trying to get the enemies within range to actually try to get your stacks back. Not stacks back, to get your cooldowns to a lower number. Man, there are no rare packs in this. Remember, guys, Spirit Barrage is not the way to do damage, and you're not using Prononado for damage either. You're simply using that to get your mana back and crowd control. Okay, so we're going down to level 2. Maybe we'll find a boss. Sometimes I use Spirit Walk when I shouldn't either, because I use it for its movement speed bonus, which should be a no-no. Man, I've already cleared half this rift already. I know some people can clear rifts in like 6 seconds and crazy. Not 6 seconds, like 6 to 10 minutes. Yeah, that ain't happening on this run. Alright, here you go. I got a couple stacks. I'm sitting at 1.2 million damage right now. Once again, if you get 5 stacks of each right now on my current gear and build setup, I'll be rocking about 1.5 million. But it doesn't seem like it wants to give me any globes. And the only problem is that these little gruesome feasts fall off really quick. So you gotta get lucky sometimes that you get enough of them. At least you guys are getting good footage on how the build works. Okay, we're going to number 3. Number 3, still no bosses. This may be the worst rift ever. And normally when I play by myself, I like loot everything. I'm one of those players that you hate to play with. Oh, look at all the corpses flying. It would be like, Shifu, what are you doing? I'd be like, I'm sorry. All the loot looks so tempting. I'm just sounding like an idiot now. Dum 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 dum. Here's some oh, here we go, finally. Alrighty, where's my... Okay, ready, here they come. Ah! So as you can see, guys, I pretty much, when I was actually hitting them and not being an idiot, I was pretty much just two-shotting them. Well, I don't know about two-shotting, but it was like 2 or 3, you know, 2 or 3 shots just nuke their health. And if you see in the corner, this is Torment 1. I can easily run Torment 3 on this build. So, I mean, it's a really nice build. Usually when I play by myself, I'll usually run this a lot quicker. I'm trying to seem cool and just not die. So, yeah, I might as well just, I don't know. Maybe you guys might bring me luck and I'll get a legendary. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. This is my Poison Witch Doctor. Maybe if I get a Carnival someday, whenever that may be, I will post a video on it and how I'm rocking that build, and we can take it over from there, guys. So, my question of the day to you guys is, what type of class do you play in Diablo? Do you just play Witch Doctor? And why do you like it? So, yeah, guys, I'm Shifu with StoneMan Hampe Entertainment, and if you guys like this video, please comment, rate, and if you like my channel, guys, please subscribe. Okay? Thank you, and have a wonderful night.